Like Western? Yeah. I wonder what they're offering. Either that or he's going to yell at somebody because they won't talk back to us.
Carroll College welcomes all players, officials, and spectators to tonight's Frontier Conference Women's Basketball Tournament Championship game. As a member of the NAIA and the Frontier Athletic Conference, we are committed to the true spirit of competition by being a champion of character through the 5 core character values the NAIA embraces, which are respect.
Got to make sure I say hi to the commissioner and her husband, Kent.
We ask each of you as a participant, official, or spectator to abide by these values by creating a positive environment in which our athletes may participate, our officials may work, and you, the spectator, may enjoy. Please enjoy today's contest.
Okay, Lowell, we will. Get anybody yet? Nobody.
I can't hear a thing. Okay, I can't hear myself talk. I can't hear him talk. Nothing. So, hello everyone. Hello everyone. It's so. It's like you guys don't have it on in there or something. I can't hear a thing.
I can't hear a thing
I
either.
don't know why we're checking. Well, we're 4 minutes to go and we're checking the microphones now, but now I could hear that. All right. Michael, I can hear you, but I can't hear myself when I talk. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello,
Yeah.
everyone.
Down.
Starters, Brindley Fitzgerald. Now I can hear myself a little bit.
I can't.
Brittany Fitzgerald, Lily Gopher getting a start again. She's
Lily Gopher.
Sydney Sheridan, Shani Mack, Paige Holmes. Gotta love Paige Holmes from Sealy Swan.
Are you holding that?
All right. Okay, can you guys hear us? Okay. Okay, can you hear me right now? Can all right. Yes, yes. Okay, let's see. Okay, right now, can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
All right, let's go with that.
Can you hear me, Rocky?
Barely. No, talk to me.
Rocky Erickson.
Not really.
The
Not
voice.
really. Barely. No, I can't hear you through the microphone at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, Michael, should I be able to hear Bruce without pushing any buttons down? Well, I can't. Is Bruce on the air? Bruce, talk.
Check 1, 2, 3. Mic test from the Carroll.
All right,
College,
we're just going to
Carroll
go with it. We'll wing it. We'll wing it. We'll wing it.
Hello, hello. Well, now I can hear myself talk.
I just cranked it up all the way.
Okay.
And I can barely hear myself.
I can hear you now.
All right, we're going to go with it. We're
Okay.
going to. If Michael says it's okay, it's okay.
Ouch. Ouch.
It's the game of the week, sponsored by the Montana Chevy Dealers. Also brought to you by the Montana Tobacco Use Prevention Program at 1-800-QUIT-NOW. The Northwest Toyota Dealers. First Interstate Bank. Pepsi. And Whalen Tire.
Welcome to Inside the PE Center on the campus of Carroll College. I'll be your host tonight, Jeremy Schnell. The women's basketball Frontier Conference Championship game between Montana Western and Carroll College. Rocky Erickson and Bruce Parker will be on the call, but first, let's take a listen to some of the interviews I did with the head coaches before tonight's game. I'm here with Coach Rochelle Sayers now, and Coach, tonight is a big match, obviously, big game against a team that you guys know very well. So what is it going to have to take for you guys to come out with the victory?
Well, we're going to have to be better than we were the first 4 times we played them, if that's possible. You know, Western is a team that just constantly keeps the pressure on you. They have great offensive players. They're very well coached, and they know how to win. They've been in this situation before. Obviously, they're defending national champions because nobody had a national championship last year, and so they're going to be ready to get after it.
I talked to you the other night about the game last year that you guys played against Providence in the semifinal. Is that kind of in the back of your minds, or is you're past it now because you're past the semifinal?
You know, we've been in a lot of close games. We've been in a lot of tight games all year, and the kids have responded really well. So I think I think that lends itself, well to what we're going to have to overcome, tonight. I mean, it's going to be a close game. We're going to have to make shots. We're going to have to get stops. We're going to have to make free throws, and so will they. And so I think, we're fortunate that we've had a lot of close games, and we've had kids that have played in a lot of close games, and it's going to come down to the team that executes their stuff the best that comes out on top tonight.
And now I'm here with head coach Lindsay Woolley of the Montana Western Bulldogs. And coach, obviously, it's been 2 years since you guys won the national championship, so a little different feel to this team. But how much does that help you as a coach, knowing that you have a couple kids on this team that have been there before?
Well, it definitely gives you some comfort when you have some kids that have a lot of postseason experience, but it's only a couple. So, I think our kids are excited, and we're certainly excited to be here and be ready to compete tonight.
We talked about it, 5th game against this particular team. What have you guys seen in those other games that you liked and that you tried to work on coming into today?
Well, we didn't really work on anything because we didn't have any time, but they're really good, and our kids know that, and they know that they're going to have to play well.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll send it up to Rocky Erickson and Bruce Parker, live on SWX.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift, when you have Goodyear Duratrack tires, when you have Rancho shocks and an integrated dual exhaust. When you have all that, the last thing you'll need is a road. The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, ready to off-road, right from the factory.
See your Montana Chevy dealers.
Today's been good. I'm getting there.
People with mental health disorders who smoke can die 8 to 25 years earlier than the general population.
No more sitting on the fence. It's time to quit smoking.
Smoking can interfere with recovery and make psychiatric medicines less effective.
I'm taking the right steps toward my physical and mental well-being.
The Quit Line can help for a happier and healthier tomorrow.
I'm finally getting there.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
At Wayland Tire, it's service first, quality always. Performance, pride, and passion. Three things that define the rich legacy of BF Goodrich tires and the lasting partnership that we've shared over the years. Like the ever-popular BF Goodrich KO2 tire and all the Advantage TA line of tires, stop in and talk to your local performance experts at Wayland Tire and get set up with the right type of tires from the company that invented performance, BF Goodrich.
Wayland Tire. We know tires.
Well, what an honor to work next to the Hall of Famer Bruce Parker, Rocky Erickson courtside. And this is the 2021 Frontier Conference Championship. Big surprise, Bruce, Carroll and Montana Western.
Yeah, it is, Rocky. You know, these are two great basketball teams. The regular season champ, Carroll College at 20-2, and the defending national champs, Montana Western and Lindsay Woolley. So it should be a great game.
We get to see Rochelle Sayers on our screen. Game number 300 for Coach Sayers, and what a great job that she has done here. 198 wins, just 101 losses. She's 2 wins away from 200 wins. That is quite remarkable. Yes. And now we're going to the national anthem from Mr. Gary Wagner. We'll be back right after this. How cool is that? It's not every day that a famed football quarterback who played on 3 national championships sings the national anthem. And, Bruce, there's a reason for that. Gary said he wanted to get in to see his sister play.
Yeah, everybody's trying to figure out a way to get in the gym to watch this. You know, no fans allowed as per Frontier Conference rules. So it's pretty quiet in here. I'm used to big crowds and loud crowds. We'll see how it goes tonight. Wagner, a great guy. He was the MVP in the 2010 national title game.
You know what I really enjoyed being in Dillon last weekend was Brentley Fitzgerald from Dillon, her family. They wanted to watch Brentley play, and why not? One of the top players in the Frontier. So Dad's working the scoreboard, Mom's checking people in, and one of her brothers was a color commentator on radio.
Oh, there's always a way, Rocky.
Brentley Fitzgerald, she went off for 37 points against Carroll early this year. Lily Gopher now in the starting lineup as when Mesa King was injured. Sydney Sheridan, Paige Holmes, the lone senior on the team, and Miss Mack. The Montana Western women are 16-8 on the season, and you can still say, well, they're the defending national champions. They won that national championship in 2019. We did not have a national tournament a year ago. So, Bruce, I'm just going to say it. Montana Western still the national champions.
Absolutely. Until somebody beats them and takes it away from them, they are still the national title winner. They won it down at the Rimrock Auto Arena, which is now First Interstate Bank Arena. And it was one of the most exciting games I've ever seen.
And the starting lineup for Carroll, Danny Wagner, her brother Gary is the one that sang the national anthem. She's an All-American. Kristen Denny is an All-American. They both scored over 1,000 points in their career. And Sienna Schwanek, the 5'9" junior, leads her team in assists. And Jamie Pickens from the Lady Grizz, she played on 3 state championship teams for Helena High. Twice she won the Gatorade Player of the Year award. And she is second of the Frontier Conference, shooting 52%. Well, an historic game for Coach Sayers. I wonder if she realizes, Bruce, it's her 300th game at Carroll College.
Yeah, she probably doesn't think she's that old, but she's won 100.
There's her win-loss record, just 2 wins away from 200, 198 and 101. And what a great job she's done. Probably my good friend Bruce Parker.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you a little story about that later in the broadcast. Everybody's probably heard it, but I still think it's funny. Well, I'll tell you right now. I was interviewing, and we called. You see Lindsay Woolley there, who's done just a fabulous job. 8 years at Miles Community College, 4 as a head coach before he came to Western, in his 9th season at Montana Western.
And their 2 games have not even been close here in the playoffs. They won by 41 over Rocky, and they beat Providence by 20, and that was a big of an upset. They're playing for the Frontier Conference title here in the PE Center on the campus of Carroll College. Rocky Erickson alongside Bruce Parker. Carroll women, they've won 2 of the last 3 conference titles. It's been a while since Montana Western won. You know, Montana Western, when they won the national championship 2 years ago, they were upset by Carroll. Jamie Pickens gets it down low and scores. My only question about Jamie Pickens, she shoots 52%. Why doesn't she shoot more?
Yeah, she's got 4 teammates on the court with her that can all shoot. They can shoot the 3, and they do it quite a bit.
And Brentley Fitzgerald ties the game. And we are tied at 2. Brentley Fitzgerald averages 17 points a game. Her dad played Greg on that 1995 Grizzly National Championship team. How hard is it to beat the same team 5 times in the same season? And there's a walk by Hilborn during the year. In Helena, Carroll won 81-75. That was a unique game. Montana Western shot 62%. They were 9 of 18 on threes. Rinley went off for 37, and they lost the game. Lilly with a great pass down low at Slapdown. The next night it was 50-47, and then Carroll won twice in Dillon, 63-55 and 70-59. Can you imagine beating Montana Western 4 times in the same season?
Yeah, especially twice in Dillon in the Stroud Gymnasium, which is a tough place for a visitor to come in and pick up a win.
Denny with a drive, kicks it back up to Wagner. Wagner's going to cut all the way across. 2-3 zone defense by Montana Western. It's slapped out by Holmes. Well, what you got here, Bruce, is the top 2 scoring teams in the Frontier and the top 2 defensive teams in the Frontier.
Yeah, I think these are the 2 best teams in the league, although Providence and Great Falls is a very good team under Bill Himmelberg.
Schwanek, Hilborn, long possession, 2 on the shot clock, taken away. Paige Holmes going to bring it coast to coast. Paige in the lane, nowhere to go. She lost it. Schwanek gets it back out to Wagner. Now the Carroll women want to run. We've played 2 minutes of the Frontier Conference Championship game, and we're tied at 2.
Well, Schwanek, very, very athletic for Rochelle Sayers.
She's one of my favorite players, I'll tell you why. Wagner She shoots 46% on threes, and she's dropped 58 of them. Another slap out by Paige Holmes. Paige Holmes has knocked it out twice.
You know, this defense by Montana Western is one of the best in the league. Gary Turcotte talked to me before the game. They ran a triangle and 2 up in Great Falls to be on Maldonado and won by 20 points. So they're going to switch defenses a lot tonight.
Denny missed the shot. Rebound. Right up and in by Jamie Pickens. And the hometown girls got 4 points early on. 4-2. Saints lead. Lily getting to start when Mesa King was injured. Lily has it down low off the glass. No, she tried to save it, went off somebody's head and out of bounds. Just underway, 7:13 left to be played here in the first. 4-2 our score.
Yeah, Lindsay Woolley believes that King will play tonight. She's ready to go.
Full court pressure put on by Montana Western. Jamie Pickens, Denny, Pickens. Hilborn with it up on top, takes a pick from Jamie. Carroll's been using a lot of that shot clock the last 3 possessions all the way down to nothing. And a whistle and a foul. Now Carroll comes into this game. They're averaging 71 points a game. Montana Western averaging 70. Montana Western 16-8 on the season. And the Carroll women 20-2. They've won their last 9 games. Last time they lost, January 10th at Providence, 83-80. They also lost to LC State. Well, Western beat Providence by 20. Jamie Pickens with a deep 3. Are you kidding me? She's got all 7 of their points. Jamie Pickens, she only hit 10 threes during the regular season.
Yeah, she's an outstanding athlete, played her first year at the University of Montana for Coach Shannon Swain.
Holmes, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Mack down to 3, take it away. Hilborn moving it back the other way. Hilborn, Wagner. Jamie Pickens has scored the first 7 points of this game for the 6th-ranked team of the nation, the Saints of Carroll College. 3 on the way is in by Schwanek. Schwanek, her 36 3-point field goal on the year, 10-2. Saints out on top.
Well, what a great start at home. And Schwanek can shoot the 3, but all 5 starters can shoot the 3 for Carroll College.
Sheridan, Holmes with a 3-pointer. And Jamie on the rebound, quick outlet. They've got numbers, 3 on 2. Hilborn, what a pass to Denny. Great teamwork.
You know, Hilborn and Pickens played on those 3 Helena High state championship teams for Coach Eric Peterson. They were the dominant AA team for a number of years.
Holmes with it up on top. They swing it out to Mack. Mesa in the game, and Mesa King couldn't get the finish due to the foul. So King to the free throw line, an excellent free throw shooter. King 20 of 24 on the season. 12-2, Saints out on top early here in Helena.
My name is Dr. Lauren Wilson, and I'm a pediatrician here at Community Children's. I just got done seeing a 3.5-year-old boy who's here for chemotherapy. He has terminal cancer and he's COVID positive. His family asked me to give you the message that if Montanans mask up, if you wash your hands, if you social distance, they won't have to be quarantined and separated from their My name is Dr. Lauren Wilson, and I'm a pediatrician here at Community Children's. I just got done seeing a 3.5-year-old boy who's here for chemotherapy. He has terminal cancer and he's COVID positive. His family asked me to give you the message that if Montanans mask up, if you wash your hands, if you social distance, they won't have to be quarantined and separated from their child in his last weeks of life. Montana is about protecting our vulnerable. Please do your part and mask up, wash your hands, and social distance. Mask up, Montana.
Mason King at the free throw line, the 6'1" junior from Big Timber, and Big Timber very good again this year as well. Carroll, 5 of 6 from the field to start this game.
Yeah, and a bunch of them were threes, and they're really shooting the ball well from the outside against that zone press.
Mason King drops them both.
Good to see her back in the lineup, Rocky, after having some injury problems.
And Lily did a great job. Go for Lily in her place. Full court pressure again. Schwanning gets it up. Madison in the game for the first time. Schwanning swings it out to Madison. Lost her dribble. There's Wagner. Three-pointer on the way. Shot missed by Hilborn. Slapped out. Montana Western's going to get it back. 2 for 4 on threes early on in this game. Montana Western does not have a rebound in this first quarter. That's kind of strange. We played 5 minutes.
You talked that one story where you did a game and the one team had 0 offensive rebounds.
That was in this gym. Yeah. That's going to be over and back. It was the Carroll Montana Western men's game, and Carroll out rebounded Montana Western 41-19. And of Western's 19 rebounds, 0 offensive. Come on, I've announced 4,000 games. That's never happened before. Probably never happen again either.
And you're going to announce 4,000 more in the next couple weeks with all the high school state tournaments.
Just got to stay healthy. Good Lord willing, it won't be a problem.
Drink hot tea, Rocky. That'll keep you going.
It does help with Schwanning for 3. King on the rebound, and King will be fouled by Garrotts. Boy, this Frontier Conference, I remember, you know, you and Alex Tyson put on that NAIA National Tournament, you know, a couple of years there, and we had like 4 or 5 Frontier Conference teams nationally ranked week in and week out. How cool was that?
It's very impressive. This is one of the toughest leagues in the country, and I see at least 2 teams getting to the national tournament this year.
No question. I think win or lose, both these teams will be in.
Well, they deserve it, that's for sure.
Oh, Weber off balance, drops her 31st 3. How about this on Weber? 31 threes. Weber's averaging 7 points a game. She's only taken 2 free throw attempts all year.
Wow.
I don't quite understand that one. We got a 5-point game, 5 straight points from Montana Western. What a drive. Putback is up and in. Garrott's got her offensive rebound after that miss.
Yeah, Rochelle Sayers talking about what they needed to do tonight, and one of them was rebound and play good defense, and they've done that thus far.
King swings it out, slapped out of bounds by Madison, and Lily Goldford's going to check in.
You know, Rocky, I talked to both coaches last night, as you did, and, you know, at this time of the year when they're in the tournament like this, they all say the same thing. We have to rebound, we have to play good defense, and we can't turn it over.
That's simple basketball,
Pretty
I guess.
simple, yep.
Denny will bring it up. Denny, Schwanning, the speedy Jaden Lineman is in. When she's standing still, it looks like she's moving fast. Lineman, Denny almost lost it. 8 of the shot clock. Denny off the glass and in. Count the basket and the foul. Kristen Denny.
You know, I really like Denny. One of my favorite players in the Frontier. Second team All-American last year. She's leading the team in rebounding this year with about 6.2 a game. She just plays hard. She's always going. She's got a great motor, and she's always moving around.
Gets a free throw to go, an All-American. Scored more than 1,000 points in her career here at Carroll College. 10-point lead, Saints, the 6th-ranked team in the nation. They got by Montana Western all 4 times this year. Gopher takes it all the way down. Fitzgerald will drive. Lily Gopher on the baseline out of Box Elder. Gopher on the inside. Denny, no. And here comes Denny. They're not going to waste any time. Slap down, loose ball. Montana Western will get it back. Sheridan will bring it up. Fast-paced game. Wow. Gopher will drive. And Denny has nowhere to go. Fitzgerald, great crossover move to the free throw line. Will come superstar Brenley Fitzgerald. First time these two teams met this year. Watch Brenley, great crossover move. Brenley scores 37 points against Carroll. The team shoots 62% from the field, and they lose. I don't know how that works out.
Yeah, Fitzgerald, what a great addition she was after playing early in her career at Montana State. And she has really been a great addition to this team and this league.
Fitzgerald goes 1 out of 2. Lyman will bring it up quickly. Wagner's left wide open down low. What an assist from Jaden Lyman. And Lo Peterson, the voice of the Saints, makes sure he not only had the basket, but the assist on the PA call.
Yeah, Wagner had been pretty quiet. She had 20 in the semifinal win over MSU Northern.
They're going to double up on Weber. Fitzgerald, shot clock, down to 3. Somebody's got to shoot. Block, no rim. We're going back the other way. 11-point lead for the Saints. They're 8 of 12 from the field early on in this game. Montana Western, 2 of 7 from the field. Wagner will push it up to Hilborn. Lineman, Denny. Denny's going to drive the baseline, give it up to Wagner. Those two play extremely well together. And Denny with a 3. Denny just her 15th 3 on the season. How about 22 points in this first quarter for Carroll College? A very impressive start. Lily Gopher goes down, no whistle. Hilborn back the other way, a 2-on-1 break with Lyman. She throws it to Lyman. Lyman quit running to the baseline. Holmes on the steal, and 22 on the game clock. Long 3 is missed. Now they're going to take it all the way down to the end of the quarter. What a quarter for the Saints of Carroll College. Gopher, Fitzgerald, 3 seconds. Fitzgerald forces her way on the inside, and Fitzgerald's going to draw another foul.
Now she's got great body control when she takes the ball into the basket. You know, to score 37 points against Carroll, and Carroll is really good defensively this year. You know, you talk a lot about Western's defense, but Carroll's pretty darn good defensively as well. And both these coaches really stress playing good, hard-nosed defense.
Carroll's defense, 14th best in the nation for opponents to field goal percentage. Fitzgerald gets that first one to drop, and they're in double figures. And can the Saints get off a decent shot in 1.7 under pressure? Jamie Pickens gets it up to Denny, can't get the shot off. Carroll College at the end of 1 out on top, 22-10. What a start for the 6th-ranked team of the nation, the Saints of Carroll College.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Get up to $1,500 customer cash on a new Highlander or Highlander Hybrid. Or lease a new 2021 Highlander for $379 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Montana. We're proud to say it's where we live and where we work. We're so much more than pretty scenery. We are all hardworking, resilient, and resourceful. The vibe is different here. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
COVID-19 has Montana's back against the wall. We're in a bad spot and it's getting worse. Out here, you've got plenty of social distance. But when we're around others, it's up to each of us to protect our family and look out for our neighbors. Keep your group small. Wear your mask and insist others do too. Wash or sanitize your hands when you touch where someone else has. We're all sick of this, but these simple acts can save lives.
Game of the week sponsored by the Montana Chevy Dealers and brought to you by First Interstate Bank, Northwest Toyota Dealers, Montana Tobacco Quit Line, Pepsi, Wayland Tire, and our newest sponsor, Stockman Bank. Well, in that first quarter, Carroll College shot 69%, 9 of 13. They scored 22 points in the first 10 minutes of basketball. Very, very impressive. Jamie Pickens led the way. She scored the first 7, and that shot by Fitzgerald was partially blocked. Denny, Hilborn, Lyman with a deep 3. Denny on the offensive rebound, and the putback is in. Denny in the right place, and Lindsey Worley, quick timeout. You know, Bruce, I don't think he was happy that nobody blocked out on that particular time, as Carroll now with 4 offensive rebounds in this very first half. Like to welcome our network affiliates for today's game. SWX in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, Helena, Kalispell, Missoula, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Yakima, and the Tri-Cities. And all across America on For the Fans. We're happy to have you enjoying this game with us. Rocky Erickson and the Hall of Famer Bruce Parker. And I was so upset that, you know, before the game, you're talking to another Hall of Famer, and I asked you to share the secret Hall of Fame handshake, Bruce, and you said you can't do it.
Yeah, I know, it's a secret. So it was Gary Turcotte. He was standing here. Gary looks great.
Another Hall of Famer.
Another Hall of Famer. Boy, when I was the athletic director here, he was my head men's basketball coach, and just did such a super job. Went to the national tournament 5 times during my tenure, and he's just such a gentleman and still involved with the program. He does the color on the webcasts and the radio, and does a great job. He's got a tremendous perspective of this game of basketball, studies hard, and he's retired now, plays a lot of golf.
I try to play a lot of golf.
Yeah, but you got friends that are really good golfers, Rocky.
Well, the only reason I get invited to golf tournaments, they tell me, Bruce, Rocky, we really enjoy your golf stories. Sharon gives it up to Brenly. Montana Western finds himself at a hole. They're down by 14 early on in the second quarter here. Weber hit a 3 in the first quarter. Can't get that one to go. Jamie Pickens on the rebound. What a start for Jamie Pickens. She hit her first 2 shots underneath, then knocked down a 3. Denny Wagner. That is her 59th 3 this season, and she shoots close to 50% on 3s.
Haver High School grad, and she can really shoot the bat. She's just got better and better every year that she's been here. A senior, of course, right now, but she shoots the ball so well.
Lily Gopher knocks down a 3, a much-needed 3, her 13th on the year. Lily Gopher out of Box Elder. Her 4-year high school career, they won 93 games and lost just 9. Boy, they needed that 3-pointer. Cut the lead down to 14. Jamie Pickens stays perfect. How about 9 points in the game for Jamie Pickens? 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year winner out of Helena High. A 16-point lead for Carroll College. Renly bricks the 3. Another rebound, Pickens out to Hilborn. Saints want to run. They scored 22 in the first. Lineman, Denny blows past Lily. Hard fouled by Brenly. Boy, nobody thought it would be a game like this early on, Bruce. When you take a look at what Montana Western did in that Frontier Conference tournament so far, rather the playoffs, I mean, they were dominant. They beat number 2 Providence by 20 points, and well, some could say that was a bit of an upset.
Yeah, they did a great job on Maldonado, who I think is one of the best players in the Frontier Conference. They ran a triangle in 2 and made it very difficult for him. Lindsay likes to come up with different defenses, but you know what Montana Western has to be worried about right now is not to lose touch. Try to keep it close and get back in slowly. You're not going to get it with one shot.
Montana Western won their 2 Frontier Conference playoff games by combined 61 points. Mesa, backdoor cut Fitzgerald. Turnover, 31-13, a shocker early here.
And you know, Rocky, they're not shooting a very high percentage from the field, which in turn keeps them away from full court pressing the Carroll College Fighting Saints. And Carroll's running, and they're running every time they get the ball.
Well, that full court pressure has not really affected Carroll at all in this game. Schwanning, Wagner, deep 3. Just short, rebound, Mesa King. We're coming back the other way. Big lead for the Saints on top 31-13. Nice drive by Mack, but couldn't get the finish. And boy, the tempo for Carroll College. Hilborn, coast to coast, scoop shot, no. Rebound, Garrots, no. And Paige Holmes back the other way. She turned it over, they didn't call it. Carey, and Sheridan hits a 3, her 21st on the season. Need a whole lot more to get back in this game.
Yeah, and Montana Western can do that. They really shoot the 3 well.
Denny,
Mack's been quiet. She hasn't done much in this first half.
Mack will bring it down. Renly Fitzgerald, King. Sheridan, great drive by Sheridan. And Denny on the rebound. As soon as they get that rebound, Bruce, they just want to pick up the pace and get that ball up the court as quick as they can.
Yeah, and they're taking off too. All the bigs are taking off right away on the shot, and they've been very successful.
They won 2 of the last 3 Frontier Conference championships. Hilborn, 3 short. And Montana Western did a great job blocking out, but couldn't get the rebound. And that goes out of bounds. 5.5 left to be played. Here with the first half, Rocky Erickson with Bruce Parker from the PE Center. Out in the hallway, well, there's a plaque of my friend Bruce Parker. And I didn't see the statue out front. We got to work on that.
Did you polish the plaque?
Of course I did.
On the way by? Okay, good.
You were here for all 6 of those national championships won by the Carroll football program, and what an amazing run Coach Mike Van Diest and his program had. Lineman hits a 3. Jaden Lineman lights it up.
They're all contributing tonight, and Rochelle's gone to her bench a little bit, which is nice to see. When you get to that national playoffs, you got to have a bench because you're going to get a lot of fouls called.
Holmes, Mack for 3. Big offensive rebound. An 18-point lead. Shocking. 4.5 left to be played here in his first half. Holmes goes down, no whistle. Winslow in the game for the first time, forces the layup, no. Unbelievable defense on the part of Carroll College. Montana Western shooting 23% in this game. They're 4 of 17, just 3 of 11 on threes, and a deep 3 missed. They're now 5 of 12 on threes for Carroll. But guess what? Another offensive rebound.
Yeah, and
that is dropped by Madsen. This is unbelievable.
Yeah,
37-16, Bruce.
Yeah, it shocks everybody, I think, right now.
What a start for the 6th-ranked team in the nation. Out on top by 21 points.
I'm Nick with Point S Tire and Auto Service in Helena, Montana. and I'm the owner of this great company. I was put into this business a long time ago when I was 12 years old. I'm a second-generation owner. My dad was at the Prospect location. He started that location in 1980. I like being part of a great community, which is Helena. You know, I truly believe in supporting local organization. A common misconception we have is that we're only a tire shop. That's not true at all. We're a full-service automotive repair facility as well. We'll replace engines, we'll change brakes, front-end work, belts, everything. You name it, we do it.
What a start for the 6th-ranked team in the nation. Carroll College, a 21-point lead, a whistle and a foul down low, away from the ball, and that will go against the Saints. And how did Carroll get into this Frontier Conference Championship game? They upended MSU Northern by 27, winning 76-49. The average margin of victory in the 4 playoff games, 25 points. Renly is going to back her way in. Contact, no whistle. And the foul against Madsen, and she said, hey, wait a minute, I was hooked.
You know, it's funny, too, that the home team won every game in the tournament except for Montana Western beating Great Falls, or Providence up in Great Falls.
You know, on that replay, you could tell that was interesting call. Fitzgerald swings it around to Sheridan. Under 4 minutes left to be played here with the first half. Sheridan has nowhere to go against that defense. McDermott's in. Offensive rebound. Back out to Page. Wide open, down low off the glass. And in. Winslow gets her first 2 of the game. And they stick with that full court pressure. And there's not a full court press that Jaden Lyman can't just dribble through.
Yeah, very quick, handles the ball well, sees the floor, which is even better because she can get the ball underneath on that against that full court press.
Schwanning short on the 3. Jamie Pickens a rebound, then she brings it down and lost it. Taken away. The Saints will get it right back. Schwanning 2-on-1 break. There's Jamie. Glass. Count the basket and the foul. Jamie Pickens, 11 points in this game. Wow.
Now you think the Helena fans are pretty fired up as we watch this on replay.
What a great pass. Jamie Pickens with the nice finish. And Pickens at the free throw line, the chance for the 3-point play. She had 24 against Northern, her career high, and well, she's got 12 now, so halfway there with 2:58 left to be played. Here in the first half, 40-18. Unbelievable run. I mean, they're not going to score 100, but if they score 80, it would be impressive. Slapped out by Jamie Pickens. Boy, how much does she mean when you get somebody from the Lady Grizz to join your program? Watch the defense here by Jamie Pickens. Wow.
Good, quick hands. Yeah, to get somebody like Pickens to fall into your lap after she went to the University of Montana. But what a gift that was for Rochelle Sayers, and Rochelle's done a great job with her.
Paige Holmes with the nice drive. Schwanning swings it around. Denning. Lyman with it up on top. You know, you talk Lady Grizz basketball, that new documentary that Megan Harrington had a part of, The House that Rob built. I haven't watched it yet, Bruce. I got to wait till my basketball season ends, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, how many coaches have a documentary film made of them?
When they're still alive.
Didn't ask me to narrate it either.
No, Robin Selvig, was one of a kind, boy. Great coach, even better person.
Well, from, northeastern Montana by the Canadian border. Schwanning, Wagner with an outside of 3. What a great drive by Wagner. Holmes on the rebound. Boy, she got to the hoop in a hurry. 40-20. Saints have doubled them up. Lilly tries a drive against Jamie Pickens. Her pass deflected out. 3 girls hit the deck, still no whistle. And the Montana Western comes up with it. 3-pointer missed by Holmes. I don't know if it's because we're courtside, Bruce, but the pace of this game seems so quick.
Yeah, they're not giving anybody any time to really set up any full court pressure. Every time Carroll gets the basketball, Rocky, as you said, they're off and running.
They don't take any time at all. 1:48 left to be played here in the first half. 40-20 our score. Jamie Pickens gets it slapped out, and it's going to be taken away by Mack. And Mack will bring it back. Holmes, Mack, wide open. 3-point shot is missed by Winslow. Surprised how deep some of these 3-point attempts are. Lyman, Schwanning, picked up by Mack. 4th time this season I've done a Carroll game. Schwanning, deep 3. Oh my! That was way outside. 36 threes for Schwanning. This is unbelievable. I mean, 6 of 14 on threes in the first half.
And they've come at big times. This is really a great offensive performance, but it all starts on the defensive end for Carroll College.
Jamie Pickens, they get it down to Wagner. Oh, Danny Wagner with a bucket. 45-20, unbelievable. And they're gonna set, it's 23 seconds of the game clock, 21 seconds on a shot clock. Difference of just a second. Carroll holds Montana Western to 20 in the first half. Well, they explode for 45. Shot clock down to 1. They get the shot off, blocked by Jamie Pickens. Clock violation.
You know, you always hear it's hard to beat a team 3 times. Well, 5 times. I asked Rochelle about that, and then I said to her, Rochelle, you've beaten them 4 times. What would give them any confidence that they can beat you when you've beaten them 4 times? So I don't buy into that. It's hard to beat somebody 3 times in a season, because if you've won the first 2, you've dominated.
45-20, Carroll College out on top in a big, big way here in the first half of the Frontier Conference Championship game.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift, when you have Goodyear Duratrack tires, when you have Rancho shocks and an integrated dual exhaust. When you have all that, the last thing you'll need is a road. The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, ready to off-road, right from the factory.
See your Montana Chevy dealers.
I love this view.
I love it every time this commercial airs. I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
Halftime, the 2021 Frontier Conference Women's Championship game, Bruce. I don't think anybody expected this. The 6th-ranked team of the nation, the Saints, out on top by 25 at the break.
Yeah, pretty evenly matched teams throughout the season, Rocky. You read the scores in the first half, and most all the games, except maybe the last one, were very, very close and could have gone either way. So what Carroll's done has been very impressive. They've shot the ball well, and I just think their defense is so good tonight. They're not allowing any good, easy shots for Montana Western, and it's paid off, and they've rebounded the basketball.
Jamie Pickens has been outstanding. She scored the first 7 points of the game for Carroll. She's got 12 points in the first half and 7 rebounds, and she's getting the job done for the Saints.
Yeah, what a great addition to this basketball team. We mentioned it a number of times in the first half, but and she's a hometown girl too, which would have really helped the crowd if they would have allowed crowds in. And we should tell people that it was a decision made by the presidents of the Frontier Conference to keep their student athletes safe and not have any fans in the game. And I don't think it's a bad idea. I think that with all the things that we've gone through and these student athletes have gone through, probably a good idea.
A historic game for Coach Sayers, her 300th game as a head coach at Carroll, 2 wins away from 200. But if you're Lindsey Woolley, you're down 25 at the break. What is he telling his team right now, Bruce?
Well, I'm sure he's saying, we've been in this position before and we've come back. Don't try to get it back in one possession. Just come down, take good shots. They're going to have to start shooting the 3 better in this second half if they want to get back into the game. But they've got to do a good job. A number of those points for Carroll College have been second chance points. They've got offensive rebounds, and they put it right back up and scored. And they've got some good post players underneath. And then there's Denny, who's always around the basketball, and she's got a couple putbacks for her scoring.
It's amazing. The Saints are shooting 57% in the first half of the game. They lead by 25 in the Frontier Conference Championship. We'll be back, take a look at some numbers right after this.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, make sure you choose the most experienced and well-equipped repair facility in Helena, Capital Collision Center. We are Helena's only Honda, Acura, Nissan, Ford F-150 aluminum, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Fiat, GM, and Hyundai certified repair facility. Montana Law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center at 1006 Euclid Avenue.
Capital Collision Center, Helena's first choice in collision repair.
LithiaChryslerHelena.com. A great place to start your next vehicle search, like a new Ram truck or a stylish new Chrysler Pacifica. Find hundreds of new and used vehicles, all with multiple photos, low prices, tools like a payment calculator, and more. All at LithiaChryslerHelena.com. And Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Helena is easy to find on Highway 12 East in the Auto Mall. Start your next vehicle search today. All at LithiaChryslerHelena.com.
Oh, this is
halftime of the Frontier Conference Women's Championship game. We've got the men's championship game from Great Falls tomorrow night as Providence will host Carroll College 45-20. Carroll out on top at the break, and they have played outstanding on both ends. And here's the Mountain Dew do-over of that first half, and what a great pass down low to Denny. Denny off the glass and in. Denny 4 of 6 from the field in that first half with 12 points. Long lead. Lyman, there's Wagner with the finish. 13 assists for Carroll College in that first half. And just, 5 assists for the Bulldogs of Montana Western. Bruce, when you shoot 55% from the field, great look inside, and great basket by Winslow for the Bulldogs of Montana Western.
Yeah, Montana Western, Rocky, has very capable shooters. And, if they can just come out and be patient and, not try to get it all back right away, they still have 20 minutes of basketball left in this second half. And the Mountain Dew do-over, we really thank all of our sponsors for what they've done for us and helping bring basketball to the state of Montana, Rocky, on SWX. And
especially in a year like this with no fans.
Yeah, the pandemic has caused havoc for everybody, and the Frontier Conference has done a super job in getting this far and getting the league season done. Special kudos go out to Frontier Conference Commissioner Kent Paulson. Well, really, the commissioner is Joan Paulson, but they work together so well, and this league has done a good job of getting this season in.
I'd like to thank our network sponsors. They include the Montana Chevy dealers. Also brought to you by First Interstate Bank and Quit Line. Montana Tobacco Quit Line 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Northwest Toyota dealers. Pepsi. Wayland Tire. And our newest sponsor, Stockman Bank. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. 45-20 at the break. The 6th-ranked team of the nation, Carroll, out on top in the Frontier Conference Championship game.
Good job.
There's something different about the way we go after learning at Carroll. A standard that's a little higher, with curiosity and conviction, creativity and positivity. It's not just that we achieve things others don't think can be achieved, it's the way we do it. Visit Carroll College and find yourself here.
Our mission is to prepare students to work in the field of environmental science, and we try to provide students with authentic practice.
I'm a transfer student. What I really like about Montana Western is the way Experience 1 allows for a lot more field time.
Experience 1 is where you take one course for 18 days.
And you take a short break and start on your next course.
Experience 1 has definitely prepared me to go out and find a job in wetlands management.
45-20, Carroll College out on top by 20 in the first half of this Frontier Conference Championship. They've won 2 of the last 3 Frontier Conference playoff titles. Well, when you shoot, 58% from the field, one of the reasons you're up big. And Montana Western just 6 of 26, 23%, 7 of 16 on threes for Carroll College. Montana Western 3 of 14, and Montana Western came in shooting 35% on threes, rebounding 15-6, Bruce. Wow.
Yeah, and that really has started their break. They're controlling the boards on both ends. Really, they've had a number of second chance points, and defensively, they're just getting after it. And it's not allowed Montana Western to get into the things they like to get into. I'll be curious to see what kind of defense Lindsay comes out with here in the third quarter.
Is it possible that they can't keep up shooting almost 60% for the second half, can they?
Well, I wouldn't say no, but it's difficult, to shoot that well. They're in their own gym. They're familiar with the surroundings. There is no crowd, so that doesn't play a factor in them, getting after it. But, maybe Montana Western gets hot here in the second half. But I really like what Rochelle's done offensively and defensively. She's kind of stymied the Montana Western attack, and this is a sign of a good basketball team, a veteran basketball team that she's used her bench. She's brought in Lyman and a few other players to get in the game, get some action, give the starters some rest. Swanwick's played very well. Denny's played well. I mean, Danny Wagner is tough. Offensively, especially, she can score. And, of course, the 2 transfers, the Division I transfers, have made their mark as well.
45-20 at the break. A lot of changes in the IA postseason. There's only one division, We'll talk about that when we come back from this break. This is the Frontier Conference Women's Championship game.
Opportunity opens doors.
Maxstone is a family-owned custom granite fabrication shop. We have machines in the shop that do all of our cutting and shaping and polishing for us. Opportunity Bank helped us with the machines. When we did fabrication by hand, we could do about 3 projects a week, and now we can do a project a day. I think it's important that your bank understands what you do. Opportunity Bank has helped us grow our family business into something we never thought it would ever be 18 years ago.
What can I do to help you?
Come on, buddy, headphones.
What?
Hey! Okay, all right. What kind of... I said I don't want to talk about it. Wait. Trey, what are you doing? And the molecules will...
Make Montana City Grill and Saloon your choice for family dining and sports bar fun. Lunch starts daily at 11 a.m. Try our half-pound burger or our quarter-pound burger. Our dinner menu includes our famous Huckleberry pork ribs, prime ribs served 7 nights a week, seafood, pasta, and much more. After your meal, try your luck in our cozy casino. Domestic beers are free and house drinks are just $1.
Come see my pop at Montana City Grill. He has the best food in town.
A lot of changes in NAIA postseason basketball. There's only one division now, not a NAIA Division I, not a Division II, and sad to see them do away with the 32-team tournament, Bruce. That was a success.
It was a tremendous success in Billings 2 years ago. Great record crowds, outdrew the men's tournament most of the nights, and now what they've done is they've gone to, I don't want to call them regionals, but they're pods, and you'll be sent to a pod, and you have to win a couple games, and then 16 teams will go to Sioux City, Iowa to play in the national championship. And I'm disappointed on that because Sioux City already has the women's volleyball championships. Now they have basketball as well. And Billings and the people in Billings, Visit Billings, Alex Tyson and her crew did such a wonderful job, the people up at Rocky Mountain College. And it was really a huge success in Billings. So maybe some year we'll get it back in Billings.
Sioux City, it's there for what, another 3 years, and then we'll have another opportunity?
It is, yeah. And the men's tournament will stay in Kansas City.
Forever and ever.
Yeah, it's a historic deal, you know, and they play in the Coliseum, which is one of the most historic basketball arenas in the country. John Wooden and all the people that played in there. But I think they'll see that this maybe isn't the way to go. And everybody had to bid on a pod. Nobody in the Frontier bid on one, but Lewis Clark State bid on one and got 2.
Are you being serious?
I'm serious. They're in the Cascade Conference now, and they're going to host 2 pods. But what you do is you pay about $10,000.
Well, how do you reimburse the money if you can't have fans?
Good question. You don't. You got to get sponsors for it, and that's why the communities are so important.
Wagner lost the handle. Can Montana Western get off to a hot start? They're going to need something. Jamie Pickens just gave up a good look. Wagner misses the 3. Brindley. Montana Western needs to get off really hot if they want to have a chance here. Same starters. Lily Gopher stays in that starting lineup. Sheridan to Paige Holmes.
Paige Holmes averages in double figures, and she's been fairly quiet in the first half.
Holmes one-on-one against Wagner. The 8th rebound of the game for Jamie Pickens. She's getting close to yet another double-double. Either team is, again, not looking to shoot. Jamie on the inside. Lily Gopher with the rebound out of Box Elder. Lily brings it up quick. Lily lost it. Lily gets it back, and a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go against Miss Hilborn. And she just smiles at the ref. You got to love that.
Well, it's one of those, that was a bad call, smiles.
Camden Lily. 3 on the way, and it is in. And boy, how big is that dropped for Mack. Need a lot more of those to get back in this one. Nice drive. Wagner unable to get the finish, but there's Jamie Pickens again. 14 points, 8 rebounds for Jamie Pickens. Before she's done, she might have a plaque in the lobby next to yours, Bruce.
Well, they got that statue of you out front, so.
What a great pass by Lily Gopher. Nice finish from Brindley Fitzgerald. The lead is 22. Under 8 minutes left to be played. This is quarter number 3 of the Women's Frontier Conference Championship.
You know, Montana Western, Rocky, just looks more confident this half than they did to start the game.
Jamie can't get the shot off, but a nice pass on the inside. And Hilborn's shot is blocked not once but twice. And she's fouled. And there's that great smile from Camden Hilborn, 5'7" junior out of Helena High, to the free throw line. Hilborn got her shot blocked and then got her shot blocked again.
How would you like to have played Hilborn and Pickens on a high school team?
Well, that's why they won 3 state championships in a row. And they announced 2 of those. Hilborn gets the first one to go. State high school tournament weekend next weekend. 6 of the 8 state tournaments next weekend. Class A gets underway Wednesday in Great Falls. Offensive rebound for the Saints. Wagner, Denny, Hilborn. Denny looking inside at Jamie Pickens. 14 points in the game for Jamie Pickens. Deep 3 for Denny, no. Paige Holmes back the other way. Brindley Fitzgerald on the crossover move, high off the glass, draws the foul. Lo Peterson may be the only PA announcer I know that does rebounds, and why not?
Yeah, he lets the fans know what's going on and who the players are out there.
On the Pepsi replay, nice crossover move for Brindley.
You know, Pepsi, I look up into the scoreboards, and when I was the athletic director here, Rocky, Pepsi bought these scoreboards for Carroll College. And then you see First Interstate Bank all over the place. They're also sponsors on these SWX broadcasts. Great sponsors.
22-point lead. It was a 25-point lead at halftime, 45-20. Denny gets it slapped out. It's going to be taken away. Weber swings it down low. They go back out. Fitzgerald, misses that 3. And that is now 9 rebounds for Jamie Pickens.
And I think if you're Carroll College, you don't want to do anything different than you did in the first half. You want to continue to run, get the ball up court, look underneath the basket, and if not, just pull up and take a 3.
Swannick, Hilborn, inside, shot blocked. Jamie Pickens got her shot blocked. If Montana Western can get this game down to 10 or 12 going into the 4th. Inside, what a move. Paige Holmes on Pickens with the left hand on the finish. And it's down to a 20-point game, 48-28, under 6 to go, and we're coming back the other way. That is going to be an offensive foul on Hilborn.
Yeah, what you don't want to do is give them confidence they can get back in it. And Montana Western has really come out strong here in the third quarter and got back in the game. You know, there's a lot of time left in this one, and with the three-pointer and as well as Montana Western shoots it now, the Saints need to pick up their defense a little bit on the defensive end of the court like they were doing in the first half.
Holmes will drive again. Holmes gets her shot off. That one can't get it to drop. Denny, Hilborn, 5 minutes and 40 seconds to be played. The third quarter of the Frontier Conference Championship game. Wide open, Wagner shot blocked on the 3. And big rebound Garrett's inside, yes. Christine Denny again.
She just always seems to be in the right place at the right time. She's great on position basketball. And there she showed it, getting open underneath.
Paige Holmes. Again on the crossover, they're going to be fouled. Well, Montana Western scored just 10 points in the first quarter. They had just 10 points in the second. And Paige Holmes is working so hard on that inside. Camden Hilborn now visiting with the ref. All smiles. You got to love that young lady. First shot is up and in.
You know, she just looks like she has fun when she plays.
Paige Holmes. Second shot is in. So here in the third quarter, Montana Western has scored 10 points in the first 5 minutes after just 10 points in the first and the second quarter of that first half. Wagner, Hilborn, Denny, Hilborn, Wagner. Great ball movement. Schwanning. Hilborn will drive. Hilborn gets fouled. 4:44 left to be played in the third. A 20-point game here in the PE Center on the campus of Carroll College. We got a timeout. 50-30, Carroll College out on top of this Frontier Conference Championship game.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Get $750 customer cash on an all-new 2021 Venza Hybrid all-wheel drive. Or you can lease a new 2021 Venza for $269 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Busy is good. I'm feeling stronger.
When treating drug and alcohol addiction, it is a myth that you cannot quit tobacco as well.
I can work harder, longer, since I quit.
In fact, those who quit tobacco during treatment are 25% more likely to stay sober.
Feeling constructive rather than destructive.
Decrease your risk of relapse while saving money and improving your health. Quit tobacco now.
I'm finally feeling better.
Four minutes and 44 seconds left to be played in the third quarter on our Pepsi replay. And getting fouled, Camden Hilborn, 5'7" junior. Out of Helena High, not in the act of shooting. Hilborn's going to pop it way out on top to Schwanning. Wagner, Denny. Wagner, a couple of All-Americans. Hilborn, Wagner. Shot clock down to 3. Wagner couldn't get it to go. Garrett gets the offensive boards and gets fouled. And Maddie to the free throw line, a 73% free throw shooter on the season. Boy, you take out Jamie Pickens, Bruce, and you bring in Maddie Garrett, and boy, a couple of fine post players.
Yeah, and that's been a difference in this game, too. And, boy, they're just doing a great job on the offensive boards and the number of points they've scored on second chances, Rocky. We've talked about that a couple times, but you can't talk enough about what it means to a team to get second chance points in a game.
1 and 2. Montana Western will bring it up, shooting just 28% in the game. Carroll's cooled off. 56% of the first half, now just down to 46%, and that's going to be a travel against Mack.
Shani Mack, the niece of Mick and Donna Durr. Mick, of course, the head men's basketball coach at Montana State University Billings.
Tough year for them athletically.
Yeah, with the COVID, and they just haven't got many games in.
Montana Western with an opportunity here. Down by 21, under 4 to be played. In this third, Paige Holmes works it inside again. Three-pointer is in by Mack. Mack with 23 threes on the year.
Yeah, well, Lindsay Woolley talked about how she's improved her offensive game, especially in the last 10 games.
Garrett slapped out, loose ball picked up by Denny. And a foul against Montana Western. Well, we're in Great Falls tomorrow. Providence will host Carroll. It's all about Zacchaeus Darko Kelly up against Jovan Slovakinen. Now, Bruce, I don't pay to watch any athletic events, but I would pay just to watch that matchup.
Yeah, it'll be a great matchup. It'll be on SWX, produced by Lion Productions, and it should be a great game to watch.
Hilborn lost her dribble. What a pass from Jamie, and unable to get the finish is Hilborn. Coast to coast comes Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is fouled. Well, are they in a bonus yet? We're shooting. One way to come back when you're behind is to score when the clock is stopped. That means you got to make your free throws.
And, you know, both these teams are excellent free throw shooting teams, both over 70% as a team. Danny Wagner, what is she? You told me 88% from the free throw line?
Yeah, that's it. Well,
wow.
Brentley Fitzgerald at the free throw line here is 84% on the season. Knocks them both down to 16-point lead. It was 25 at the break, 45-20. 3 minutes left to be played here in the third quarter of the championship. Denny gets open. Jaden Lyman, lightning quick guard, comes back in. Schwanning lost her dribble. Lyman, Wagner for three. And Paige Holmes on the rebound. Montana Western will push it up. Holmes going to take it coast to coast, crossover no. And guess who's back at the free throw line? Brentley Fitzgerald again.
Oh, she's had a real good basketball game. Look at her here, work the boards a little bit, and it pays off as she'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
This is going to be her 9th and 10th free throw attempt of this game. Brentley Fitzgerald is 7 of 9 from the free throw line in this contest, 11 points in a game. Her teammates have only taken 4 free throws. So Brentley with 10 free throws through 3, and that 25-point lead has been cut to 14 with 2.5 left to be played in the third quarter. Jamin Lyman brings it up. Great defense. Schwanning, as I say, great defense. Sheridan with the foul, and now both teams in the bonus. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to be played in the third quarter here.
Swanek out of the state of Washington. You know, when we started tonight, 8 of the 10 starters in the game were former prep stars in the state of Montana.
You got 11, Lindsay Woolley, 10 on his roster from Montana. Carroll has 6 from Montana, 6 from Washington. Denny knocks them both down. 53-37 Saints with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left to be played in the third quarter from the PE Center on the campus of Carroll College. Lily Brentley just misses a 3. Lily gets the rebound. In trouble. And whistle and a foul down low, and that's going to go against Carroll College.
Boy, Carroll's allowing them to get back in the game by shooting free throws, Rocky. As you said, stops the clock. Really, the momentum in this basketball game right now belongs to Montana Western. They came out strong out of the locker room, and they've played very well here in the third quarter.
Brinley doesn't take a dribble. Now, Brinley Fitzgerald's getting free throws because she's earning them. I mean, she is taking that ball to the hoop each and every time down the court. How about 10 of 12 for Fitzgerald from the free throw line in this game? And it's a 14-point lead, 53-39. And timeout. Sayers wants a timeout here. The 25-point lead has shrunk to 14 with 1:49 left to be played in the third quarter. You know, I think it's really important to get it into single digits, you know, at the quarter break. If they can start that fourth quarter down 8 or 9, I mean, Montana Western very much in this game, and you and I may be witnessing one of the greatest comebacks in a Frontier Conference championship game, Bruce.
Yeah, I believe that, you know, and they've done it just with hard work. They've stayed after it. They've got a number of turnovers and taken the ball down and made points with it, and they've scored baskets by hard work, and Fitzgerald's done a nice job, and they're still in this, Rocky. This game was a long way from being over at halftime, the way this Montana Western team shoots the ball. Now, Carroll is not shooting the ball well right now. They've kind of got away from some of the things that got them that big lead at halftime, like getting the ball into Pickens' hand and then kicking it back out for three-pointers from their guards. And they need to get back to doing that. They don't want to wait till there's 2 or 3 seconds left on the shot clock and then fire up some kind of weird shot. They just need to bring it down and do what they did in the first half, and that's attack the basket and score points.
You know, I love what you just said, Bruce. I mean, Jamie Pickens came into the game shooting 52% on the season. She is 6 of 7 from the field. And there's been a couple of opportunities in this third quarter where she gives the ball up. Jamie Pickens may be too unselfish.
Yeah, she is. She's a good team player. Swanwick's had a couple shots she could have taken. Denny's had some. Danny Wagner been quiet here in the third quarter.
10 rebounds, 14 points. Jamie Pickens already with a double-double. Oh, my, what a pass. Wagner with the finish. You've got 92 seconds left to be played in the third quarter.
That was on cue with Wagner.
Brindley up on top to Mack. Mack on the drive. Oh, great finish. Mack comes in average at 11. Back to 14. Lyman in trouble. Gets rid of it. Schwannick. Lyman picked up by Sheridan. Deep in the corner, the foul against Montana Western. 62 seconds left to be played in the third quarter. At one time tonight, Carroll, the 6th-ranked team in the nation, led by as many as 27. They were way up. They were up by 25 at the break, believe it or not. 45-20.
You know, we just saw Mack score on the other end for Montana Western. She takes after her uncles, Mick and Mark Durham. Mark used to be the head men's coach and athletic director at Montana Western.
Another timeout, 62 seconds left to be played in the third quarter here. I'd like to thank our sponsors that make this possible, the Montana Chevy dealers, First Interstate Bank, Montana Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW, really? Northwest Toyota dealers, Pepsi, our Pepsi Replay sponsor, Wayland Tire, and of course our newest sponsor, Stockman Bank. I'll also like to thank our network affiliates for tonight's game. SWX in Billings, Bozeman, Butte, Great Falls, Helena, Kalispell, Missoula, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Yakima, and the Tri-Cities, and all across the nation on for the fans. We're happy to have you enjoying this game with us, the Women's Frontier Conference Championship. There was no Frontier Conference Championship game a year ago. University of Providence won. Well, there was a game. I announced the game. University of Providence won over LC State. Carroll won the two before that. There was no NAIA National Tournament following that Frontier Conference Championship game. I didn't have that far to drive. Instead of going to Idaho, I just had to go to Helena, Montana this year.
That's kind of nice. You know, one stat, Rocky, we haven't really talked about is you look on the scoreboard, Montana Western has one timeout remaining with a lot of basketball to be played. That could be a crucial stat.
More free throws coming for Montana Western, and the big surprise, it's not Brentley Fitzgerald that's at the free throw line. Instead, it's Sydney Sheridan, 5'7" sophomore out of Helena Capital, leads her team in assists this season. 75% free throw shooter. First shot is missed by Sheridan. Sheridan with 3 points in this game. Fitzgerald leads her team with 14, missed them both. 42 seconds left to be played in the third. Montana Western made a comeback, and Jaden Lyman lost it out. Bulldogs are gonna get it back here with 35 ticks left to be played in the third, and they lost the basketball, Bruce. It went underneath the bleachers. The official is gonna go underneath. Now they have the basketball, but now we're left with just 2 officials because the third official is behind us underneath looking for the ball. And now he's out, and now the game can proceed. Play-by-play of the lost basketball.
And official.
30 ticks to go. And Lineman lost it, and Lineman got the steal. The Lineman stepped out of bounds. Montana Western will have it back with 26 ticks to go. Paige Holmes, what a competitor. 5'6" junior out of Sealy Swan. Sheridan, Brindley, 20 ticks to go. Holmes for 3, yes! Paige Holmes knocks down a big 3. We got a 13-point game. What a third quarter this has been for Montana Western.
And look
3 ticks to go.
Look at the pressure that Montana Western's putting on all over the court.
Oh my, Jade Lyman at the buzzer for 3 to end the third. That is unbelievable. 60-44. How about this? Jaden Lyman at the buzzer knocks down a 3 off the glass to end the third quarter.
Hi, I'm Megan with Ascent Bank. My mom worked here for 35 years, and I have for 18, because we both like the family bank feeling from the start. And that's never changed. We also learned the most valuable thing you can give us is your time. So I spend it really getting to know you and your goals, which is the quickest way to get you what you need. So drop by and let's visit and experience the family bank feeling for yourself.
Ascent Bank, finding new ways to succeed. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Nick with Point S Tire and Auto Service in Helena, Montana, and I'm the owner of this great company. I was put into this business a long time ago when I was 12 years old. I'm a second-generation owner. My dad was at the Prospect location. He started that location in 1980. I like being part of a great community, which is Helena. You know, I truly believe in supporting local organization. A common misconception we have is that we're only a tire shop. That's not true at all. We're a full-service automotive repair facility as well. We'll replace engines, we'll change brakes, front-end work, belts, everything. You name it, we do it.
Well, Montana Western scored 20 points in the first half. They scored 24 in the third, outscoring Carroll 24-15. The 25-point lead down to 16. 16 points in one quarter, Bruce. Is it possible?
Yeah, I think it is. I think when you shoot the 3, and they made a couple threes in that third quarter, Carroll uncharacteristically turned it over quite a bit in the third quarter.
Matt, that was a huge 3. We've got a 13-point game. The lead was 27 at one point. If they don't win or not, it's already been a great comeback for Montana Western. Lineman will drive. Slapped out by Brindley Fitzgerald. Well, we're back on the air tomorrow night for the University of Providence in Great Falls, the men's Frontier Conference Championship game as Providence hosts Carroll College. Zacchaeus Darko Kelly against Jovan Slovakinen. Pickens, double-double, lost it. And Jamie Pickens with the foul. The momentum here, Bruce, has shifted to Montana Western. Watch this on our Pepsi replay. Jamie Pickens leans in, gets the offensive foul. And can Western answer with a bucket here? They hit a three, folks. It's a 10-point game.
Oh, and they've got to take care of the basketball. I think, one thing I've seen Carroll do in that third quarter, Rocky, is they dribbled a lot more than they did in the first half. Instead of passing the basketball, they've been dribbling around, and that's why it's forced a number of turnovers to Montana Western. Don't dribble the ball, pass it, and get it inside to your bigs.
Lineman, Schwanning, Denny. They're going to double up on Denny. Denny in the baseline. Denny, Jaden Lyman with it. Denny, Garrett's back out. Wagner for three. Oh, my. Wagner hits another three. It gives her 60 3-pointers on the season for that young lady. Unbelievable.
And that's what All-Americans do. They make big shots at crucial times.
Paige Holmes. Another three. Wow. Montana Western trying to stay in the game. It's a 13-point lead now with 8 minutes and 3 seconds left. They continue with a full court pressure. Schwannick in a trap. Denny. Wagner. Too much time.
Whatever Lindsey Woolley said to his team at halftime,
it worked.
My advice would be to bottle it and sell it.
Well said.
And, these are two fine basketball coaches. One thing the Frontier has are great basketball coaches on both the men's and the women's side.
A three-pointer, you got a 10-point game. Holmes on the drive. Gives it up to Sheridan, the layup. No. Offensive rebound, Lily Gopher. Brindley. Back out, Gopher to make it 10. No. Schwanning clears the boards. You got to wonder, Bruce, with no fans, is there such a thing this year as home court advantage?
No, I don't think so. This is almost like a scrimmage atmosphere, not scrimmage intensity. This is a championship intense basketball game.
First time I've been here this year where Carroll's had cheerleaders. Paige Holmes back out. Three-pointer, another three missed by Mack. Under 7 minutes left to be played in the 2021 Women's Frontier Conference Championship game. They're going to double up on Denny. Garrett's Lyman with a three. She pushed it too far. Rebound, Brindley. Montana Western's getting plenty of opportunities.
They are, and they haven't been able to convert here the last couple times down the court.
Big block by Denny on Brindley Fitzgerald. And Carroll's got numbers back the other way. They're going to slow it up. A 13-point game with 6:20 left to go in this one. Schwanning for three. In and out, no. Montana Western will push it up. Brindley Fitzgerald in the lane, lost the dribble. Back out, Sheridan knocks down a three, and we got a 10-point game. Can you believe it? 63-53, 5:55 to go. It was a 25-point game at half, 45-20. Schwanning, Lyman, three-point air ball. A three would make it a 7-point game. Shocking. Mack, Lily Gopher runs into traffic. Three-pointer, Brindley, in and out, no. Wow.
I think if I was Carroll College, I would start guarding the three because they are going to shoot threes now, and they are very good at shooting the three-pointer.
No question, Montana Western has the momentum. Carroll won all 4 games during the season. And in 2019, when Montana Western won the national championship, Carroll beat them in the Frontier Conference championship game. Shot short, rebound, controlled by Montana Western. Paige Holmes will bring it down. Holmes will drive. Holmes off the glass, misses the layup. Would have made it an 8-point game. 4-4-4. Left to be played in this one. And what a game this has turned out to be. From a blowout in the first half to a competitive game here in the fourth. Timeout Carroll, 63-53. Saints by 10 with 4:31 left to be played in the championship game.
At Wayland Tire, it's service first, quality always. So stop in today and let us find the right set of Michelin tires for you. If you value longevity, check out the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting family of tires on the road. Whether you drive a car, minivan, SUV, or truck, you'll be able to do more for more miles. Come visit our team of experts at Wayland Tire so we can match you with the right tire for the way you drive.
Wayland Tire, we know tires.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift, when you have Goodyear Duratrack tires, when you have Rancho shocks and an integrated dual exhaust, when you have all that, the last thing you'll need is a road. The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, ready to off-road, right from the factory.
See your Montana Chevy dealers.
Carroll College shot 57% in the first half. They're at 44%. Montana Western 11 of 35, 31%. And our Pepsi replay. Three-pointer. Sheridan, Sydney Sheridan, knocking down the big three. It was a 25-point game. Carroll on that inbounds. Lindsay, really, they were still in the timeout there. Wow.
Well, there's no question that the three-pointer has brought Western back into this game. Montana Western can shoot the three, and they have really used that here, and I'm surprised they've been so open.
Hilborn, no. Jamie Pickens, her 11th rebound, and her 16th point of the game for Jamie Pickens, 65-53.
But her first 2 of the second half. She had 14 at half.
Jamie Pickens has been outstanding in this game. Down low, foul. And to the free throw line will come Sheridan. Sheridan 1 for 2 in a game, just 3 points. A 75% free throw shooter. And Camden Hilborn has fouled out. Hilborn fouls out with 3:49 left to be played.
Lyman will replace her in the Saints lineup.
The Bulldogs have not committed a foul in this quarter. Sheridan, second shot on the way, it's in. You know what I thought of it, when you do these games with no fans, Bruce? If we can hear the coaches and the players, they can hear us.
Yeah,
whether that's good or bad, but I've had a couple of young ladies that said, Rocky, we can hear you when we're at the free throw line. Paige Holmes, inbounds. Holmes on the drive against Pickens. Oh, my! It's a 9-point game.
First time they've been under 10 since the first quarter.
That's exactly right. Montana Western with the foul. That's just their first this quarter. 3 minutes and 36 seconds left to be played in this game. Wow. Who won the first Frontier Conference tournament in 1984?
I'm thinking it was Lewis Clark State, maybe.
How about the Skylights of MSU Northern?
Oh, yeah, they had some great teams that went to national tournament play and won some games back at the national tournament.
Denny with a big, big offensive rebound. Jamie, no. Slapped out. Boy, when Carroll College needs a basket, number 42 is the one they turn to, and why not? Well, a 3 here, and you've got a 6-point game. Unbelievable. Paige Holmes will drive against Wagner, and she scores. 58-65. A 7-point game. Full court pressure. And the bump. And the foul. Sydney Sheridan with the foul. Under 3 minutes left to be played in regulation. Last overtime game for Carroll, January 10th. At Providence, they lost. For Montana Western, February in 2020 of a year ago. They lost to LC State. Jamie, Wagner, 3 on the way. No. Rebound fought for. Denny's got it. Schwanning. Another offensive rebound for Carroll College. Garrett's. Denny. Jamie, they're going to double up on Jamie. Schwannick will drive. Shot clock down to 4. Somebody's got to shoot. Denny at the buzzer. No. Another offensive rebound. Wagner comes up with a big, big board. And now Montana Western's running out of time. 2:08 left to be played. They're down 7. Pickens will drive against Lily. You can't stop her. She gets the shot off, she misses. But Jamie Pickens to the free throw line. She's 1 for 1 in this game. And watch Jamie. Boy, just a strong move to the hole for Jamie Pickens. Started her college career with the Lady Grizz and then transferred back home. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left to be played in this game. Jamie, in and out, no go.
Remember, we talked about how both these teams were good free throw shooters, and it could spell the difference in the game. And now these are crucial free throws that both teams are getting. You got to make them.
Jamie gets that one. Lyman is in. Wagner is out. 66-58. Again, it was 45-20 at the break. They've outscored them 38-21 for Montana Western. Paige Holmes. Will she do a reverse layup? No. Gives it up. Matt can't finish. Jamie Pickens. That would be her 11th rebound of the game. Almost double her season average. 98 seconds left to go in the conference title game. Schwanning with it up on top. Schwanning will drive. Madsen, Jamie. 3 on the shot clock, 3 on the way, no. Brindley Fitzgerald back the other way. They got numbers, contact. A blocking foul is called. Wow. I thought Brindley was going to go back to the free throw line. What do you think of this call, Bruce?
Well, you know, they say they're 50-50, and referees have different angles than we do, and he looked at it as a blocking foul. I thought maybe it was a charge, Rocky.
Getting set on to get a bounce.
But they don't give me a shirt with stripes on it. There's a reason for that.
I could never do that job. Lily Gopher. 66-60. It's down to 6. Take it away on the steal. Brindley misses the layup. Oh, my. You would have had a 4-point game. Under a minute left to be played in the title game. And now Montana Western's got a foul.
And, you know, this is where if the other team is not in the bonus yet, it hurts you a little bit because you aren't putting them at the line and they can just take some more time off the clock.
There's the foul, and that's just the 4th. 35 seconds left to be played of the game. Who would have believed this? At halftime, it was 45-20. The Saints led by 25. What an amazing comeback here for the Bulldogs. And it's not over yet. Inbounds. They pop it way out. Madsen. And they're going to shoot free throws now. 34 seconds left to go in this one. Madsen at the free throw line for Carroll College. He's 1 for 1 in the game. Knocks down that one. Just 34 seconds left to be played in the Frontier Conference title game. Madsen, second shot is in. I don't see the hardware at. Where are they keeping the trophy at?
Oh, I think they got it hidden back behind over to the left of us. They have it on tables, and they'll roll the tables out. Both teams get individual awards, and then, of course, the team championship plaque.
8-point game. Holmes will drive. Crossover again. No. Rebound, Carroll, and boy, time running out on Montana Western, but what a gallant effort. They scored 20 points in the first half, but they scored 24 points in the third quarter, outscoring Carroll College 24-15. Bruce Parker, the big question, this new NAIA postseason format, if Western comes up short here, do they get in? The defending national champions.
Yeah, I think they get a shot because they played Carroll so tough in this one today. And I think Chris Mowatt's the voter from the Frontier Conference, and he does a fabulous job and really takes it seriously about who he votes for and where he puts teams in the national poll. And that'll be crucial for Montana Western if they don't come back to win this one.
10-point lead with 21 seconds left to go on this one.
At Carroll, we're doing everything we can to make college affordable. That's why we awarded an average of $24,000 in scholarships per student each year. For most students, that puts costs on par with most state schools. So, which Carroll students get scholarships? Basically, all of them. Sounds like it's time to get your applications in.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift, when you have Goodyear Duratrack tires, when you have Rancho shocks and an integrated dual exhaust, when you have all that, the last thing you'll need is a road. The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, ready to off-road, right from the factory.
See your Montana Chevy dealers.
Waiting for Casey to come over and tell me that Brindley Fitzgerald's on her way to a Frontier Conference title game record. This is going to be free throws 13 and 14 in the game for Brindley. Wow. Brindley just 2 of 10 from the field, but she scored 11 points from the free throw line, 14 in the game. Holmes with 16. Mack had 11. Timeout, Carroll, 9.7 seconds left, 70-62. And for the Saints of Carroll College, the last time they won a Frontier Conference championship, well, they won in 2019, they won in 2018, and 2007 and 05 for Carroll. So, an interesting game, to say the least, Bruce Parker.
Yeah, it really picked up in the third quarter, and, you know, it made it more fun for us. It was a close game, and, you know, I really attribute their defense of Montana Western. They got a number of steals in the third and fourth quarter with that full court pressure, and Carroll just didn't shoot the ball. And we talked about that at halftime, Rocky, that they can't continue to shoot that well. I don't think any team can, but this would be a great win for Rochelle Sayers, and to beat a team 5 times in a season, it's an amazing feat.
But to knock off the defending national champions 5 of 5 times, and for Coach Rochelle Sayers, her 300th game, she's now just 1 win away from her 200th win. That'll do it. The final score, Carroll College wins it 70-62. The final score, Kristen Denny with 18, Jamie Pickens with 17. The Saints are conference champs.
I love this view.
I love it every time this commercial airs. I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
Who is the best Montana band? You decide. Montana Battle of the Bands on Saturday, March 13th at 6 p.m. from the Helena Civic Center. 12 bands from around the state will battle it out to claim the Champions Trophy. You can attend the Montana Battle of the Bands live at our socially distanced show, or you can stream it live on Zoom pay-per-view. Tickets are available at HelenaCivicCenter.com or at 406-447-8481. We'll see you there.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift, when you have Goodyear Duratrack tires, when you have Rancho shocks and an integrated dual exhaust, when you have all that, the last thing you'll need is a road. The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, ready to off-road, right from the factory.
See your Montana Chevy dealers.
There you have it, folks. The Frontier Conference 2020 Conference Champions. And congratulations to Ms. Denny holding that championship trophy. It's pretty awesome. 45-20 at halftime of this game. That was fantastic. And we got our player of the game here is Kristen Denny. And Miss Denny, congratulations. You're with Rocky Erickson. It was a 25-point game at halftime. I'm shocked it was that close. You had to be surprised as well.
I mean, we knew that Western didn't have any quit in them, and so at halftime we said, you know, they're going to try to battle back, and that's exactly what they did, but I'm just glad we could hang on.
How hard is it to defeat Montana Western not once, not twice, not 3 times, 5 times in the same season?
Well, I mean, they always say in college basketball it's hard to beat a team 3 times, and in the Frontier we've had to do that 5, so I'm just really proud of the girls.
What does it mean to be conference champions? What a season you've had.
I mean, this year's been really hard, but I'm just so proud of all the girls, and, you know, we've fought hard for this, and this is the 3rd one for us seniors, so that's pretty cool.
You only have 2 losses all year. There was a Montana team that won a national championship not that long ago. Somebody's got to win a national title. Why not Carroll College?
Exactly. I don't see why there's no reason we shouldn't go win it.
You're smiling. You won the conference title again. Ms. Denny, congratulations.
Thank you so
Fantastic. Much. Carroll College, the Frontier Conference champions once again. Great job.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh, my God. Sorry, I'm breathing.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, make sure you choose the most experienced and well-equipped repair facility in Helena, Capital Collision Center. We are Helena's only Honda, Acura, Nissan, Ford F-150 aluminum, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Fiat, GM, and Hyundai certified repair facility. Montana Law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center at 1006 Euclid Avenue.
Capital Collision Center. Helena's first choice in collision repair.
LithiaChryslerHelena.com. A great place to start your next vehicle search, like a new Ram truck or a stylish new Chrysler Pacifica. Find hundreds of new and used vehicles, all with multiple photos, low prices, tools like a payment calculator, and more. All at LithiaChryslerHelena.com. And Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Helena is easy to find on Highway 12 East in the Auto Mall. Start your next vehicle search today. All at LithiaChryslerHelena.com.
get to cut down the nets. How special is that here at the PE Center on the campus of Carroll College? And there's a young lady that we were just visiting with, and Miss Denny gets to cut down the net, keep a souvenir. Here's our play of the game. Denny, lineman at the buzzer to end that third quarter, and that was huge. That made it 60-44. But Bruce, how about this stat? In that second half, Montana Western outscored Carroll 42-25.
Amazing. They never let up. They never gave up. They went in that locker room at halftime, and Lindsay got them back, and they were fired up. And I got to give kudos to both teams. Rochelle held off a very good basketball team tonight, and she's going to the national tournament.
You got to love it. Jamie Pickens, 6'2", sophomore from Helena High, our player of the game. Jamie Pickens, 17 points in the contest, 12 rebounds. Jamie Pickens scored the first 7 points of the game for Carroll College, and in that first half, she was simply 6 of 7 from the field for Jamie Pickens. She was outstanding. Rochelle Sayers, one more win for 200, and congratulations to her. Everybody gets to cut down a piece of that net, and it's like I told Miss Denny in that post-game interview, somebody's got to win the national championship. Montana Western won 2 years ago. Why not Carroll College?
Yeah, why not? They've won 21 games this season. They've won on the road. They've won at home. They beat LC State a couple times, and LC State's going to go on from the Cascade Conference. I would think maybe, Rocky, they're going to go, Carroll will go to LC to play in their pod.
We got one more break. Final score 70-62. Be back with more right after this.
Dear all-wheel drive, I'm your new co-pilot, Camry. Let's show the road what we've got. Snowy streets, we're coming for you. Icy grip, we're holding tight. Wintry mix, meh. Safety's the name of our game. Steady, Camry all-wheel drive.
Get $750 customer cash back on a new 2021 Camry, or lease a new 2021 Camry all-wheel drive for $249 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Wayland Tire, it's service first, quality always. Performance, pride, and passion. 3 things that define the rich legacy of BF Goodrich Tires and the lasting partnership that we've shared over the years. Like the ever-popular BF Goodrich KO2 tire and all the Advantage TA line of tires, stop in and talk to your local performance experts at Wayland Tire and get set up with the right type of tires from the company that invented performance, BF Goodrich.
Wayland Tire. We know tires.
COVID-19 has Montana's back against the wall. We're in a bad spot and it's getting worse. Out here, you've got plenty of social distance. But when we're around others, it's up to each of us to protect our family and look out for our neighbors. Keep your group small. Wear your mask and insist others do too. Wash or sanitize your hands when you touch where someone else has. We're all sick of this, but these simple acts can save lives.
Not only did they cut down one of the nets, but they're going to cut down both of the nets here at the PE Center on the campus of Carroll College. The coaches get to cut down the nets as well. Carroll College in that first half, 56%. They finished just 39%. Both teams knocked down 9 threes. Carroll only missed 3 free throws in the game. Brenley, she scored 12 points from the free throw line. The rest of the team only had 5. And a big stat there, Bruce. Carroll out-rebounded Montana Western 29-12.
Wow, and it didn't seem like that during the game. It did maybe in the first half a little bit, but that is quite a discrepancy.
And how about this? Carroll was 17 offensive boards, Montana Western just 5.
Yeah, I'd really like to see what the second chance points were too, because Carroll had a big advantage in that as well.
Well, Bruce, Carroll's in the national tournament. Let's hope Montana Western gets in.
Yeah, they deserve to get in, Rocky, and this has been a tough year for all the teams. I got to congratulate Kent Paulson and all the presidents in the Frontier and the athletic directors, coaches and student athletes for getting through this tough year, and we're going to send some teams to the national tournament. Let's hope it's 2.
And Coach Sayers gets to cut down the net as well. Well, Bruce, always an honor to work with the Hall of Famer Bruce Parker. Rocky Erickson with the call from the PE Center. Our final score, Carroll wins the Frontier Conference title over Montana Western, 70-62.
There's something different about the way we go after learning at Carroll. A standard that's a little higher, with curiosity and conviction, creativity and positivity. It's not just that we achieve things others don't think can be achieved, it's the way we do it. Visit Carroll College and find yourself here.
Make Montana City Grill and Saloon your choice for family dining and sports bar fun. Lunch starts daily at 11 a.m. Try our half-pound burger or our quarter-pound burger. Our dinner menu includes our famous Huckleberry pork ribs, prime ribs served 7 nights a week, seafood, pasta, and much more. After your meal, try your luck in our cozy casino. Domestic beers are free and house drinks are just $1.
Come see my pop at Montana City Grill. He has the best food in town.
Hi, I'm Megan with Ascent Bank. My mom worked here for 35 years, and I have for 18, because we both like the family bank feeling from the start. And that's never changed. We also learned the most valuable thing you can give us is your time. So I spend it really getting to know you and your goals, which is the quickest way to get you what you need. So drop by and let's visit and experience the family bank feeling for yourself.
Ascent Bank, finding new ways to succeed. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I graduated the University of Montana Western with a bachelor's in business administration as well as a bachelor's in natural horsemanship.
And we are the only school that has a natural horsemanship program in the United States.
I came out here to University of Montana Western to go to school for the Experience One program.
Student comes and takes a course for 18 days, 3 hours a day.
And then they move on to their next course.
This is exactly where I wanted to go because it was the most hands-on while also earning my college education.